Hello there, this is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of the LEGO Marvel Studios Black Panther Wakanda Forever King Namor's Throne Room. It is set number 76213, comes with 355 pieces, is rated ages 7 and up. Now the set retails in the United States for $34.99 and in Canada for $44.99. Now the set features 3 minifigures, including the coveted King Namor minifigure, but you do get repeats of both Shuri and Atuma, so a little bit disappointing not getting much diversity there in the characters, as those two characters in Shuri and Atuma are the exact same ones you get in the Shuri Sunbird set. So it's sort of a cheaper way to get those two minifigures along with a very nice King Namor minifigure. But if you were looking for some more diversity in the minifigure selection, overall in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever set lineup, this set really hurts that ability to get many of the characters, because it is sort of an ensemble film, so it would have been nice to get more diversity characters. Now without further ado, let's start off this review by looking at the box. So as you can see, box has some very cool detail. Again, you got the Black Panther Wakanda Forever with the Black Panther behind it. You do again have the nice little sort of comic strip detail of it in Lego. Again, you have the actual characters in their human form on the front of the box, and then on the back you have them in Lego form, which looks nice. Back showcases some of the play features of the set, which is sort of lacking in this set overall, if we're being honest. Starting with our first minifigure, we have Namor, who is obviously sort of suggested as the bad guy of the film in the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And overall, this is a great minifigure. He's got a really nice gold tint, definitely a very darker skin color, which comes off more golden on camera than it is. It's definitely more, I guess I'd call it tanned, which is definitely accurate. And then the side, which is awesome, is getting this side leg printing here to represent his, feathers, which he's a mutant character, already confirmed by the actor and Marvel that it's a mutant in the MCU. And basically, these little wings allow him to fly. It's very goofy, but that's Marvel for you. And then great torso printing. Obviously, he has his arms showing, so it's accurate that he wouldn't have much arm printing there. But overall, very good minifigure with the custom molded headpiece here, which looks very cool to represent his sort of ears. Next up, we have the Shuri minifigure, which is the exact same one we get in Shuri Sunbird, which is a little bit unfortunate, but still, this is a good minifigure. Great leg printing, great torso print. Back printing looks good as well. No arm printing, which is a disappointment. And the same sort of face print with her smiling, and then her more grinning. Lastly, we have Atuma, who's a very cool minifigure, but again, same one we get in Shuri Sunbird, which is a bit unfortunate. It would have been nice to get a different character that is one of Namor's followers. And again, like I mentioned in the Shuri Sunbird review, he does have a double-side face print, which does unfortunately stick out the bottom of this very cool molded headpiece here. So it is a little bit inaccurate in that sense. And just showing off the manual quickly. Again, it is the rendered image on the front. Same building experience as we're used to. So just disappointing. Again, the rendered image just doesn't look good. Not much else to say. And then there are quite a few extra pieces in this set actually, including these 3 golden circles, which I'll get to, which is one of the play features of the set, which I just don't think has been executed well at all personally. And I'll show why in a moment. But you do get some great extra pieces overall. You can see some nice tiling. You do get some nice extra crystal pieces, which is awesome. You got the extra green, the yellow. I believe there's some other ones, and then also the sort of lightsaber hilts, which is always fun to get in gold. So the first is sort of a throw-in build that just ups the piece count of this set, in my opinion, and wasn't really necessarily. Though I guess we'll see if this ends up being a scene from the film, then I'll say it's good inclusion, but right now, as it stands, I don't really see the point of this. It's sort of a little submarine build here, and basically you can just grab, of course, Shuri. It's a Wakandan sort of solo submarine. Little piece here where you can fit your character's legs in between, like that, and then just close it up. And then you have Shuri somehow driving the set again. It's just a little build, and again, as it stands, as I'm reviewing this, obviously film doesn't come out for another few weeks yet, so as it stands right now, I don't see the need for this build, but I could be proven wrong for sure. If it ends up being a part of the film, then I'll say it was a good inclusion on LEGO's end, but if it was just something they decided to throw in, I definitely don't think it needed it. And again, as usual, it has the stud shooters on the side, which you can shoot the studs to attack Namor's throne. I did not put the studs in there, they're in the extra pieces, but they would function. There's a newer style, you know, you would just push it in and it would shoot the studs, and then you'd potentially lose them, so that's why they give you generally a couple extra. Next up, we have the throne, which looks really cool overall, I gotta say. You got the nice little sort of seaweed and the fishes. I believe these aren't meant to be trophies. These are actually meant to be like fish swimming around, because obviously this is taking place underwater. It's got the nice sort of shark head. I believe it's actually called a megalodon that they're sitting in as his throne. We've got Namor, which we can put inside the throne with these studs here. And he sits and judges the above world, essentially. So very cool little design overall. Especially, you can kind of see on the side there some of the pieces. Very nice red, reddish brown color scheme there, with mixed in with, you know, the green of the seaweed representation, with also the jaw pieces or teeth pieces of the megalodon and the white. Just looks really cool all mixed together like that. Now, the other main feature of the set is you do have a nice little sort of treasure chest, essentially. You can see some very nice pieces there. Just realized I wasn't showing it there, but it just holds, you know, some treasure that Namor and his people possess, which is a nice little throw-in. But it leads us to our next feature of this set, and one that I just think was executed very poorly, and I'll show why. Basically, you have these little pieces here, and they're meant to be shooting out. So you would just basically you would load those up into the back there. I guess I'm not showing it that well. So as you can see, you have it right there, ready to go, and you would basically push these in, the treasure on the back here, and then once you push it fully in, it'll shoot out. But the reason I don't think this was executed that well is it suggested that Wakanda, or maybe it's Atuma, is stealing the throne, or the treasure, so they'd be pulling it out, not pushing it in. Is kind of how I was viewing it. So pushing it in, and you can only fit one at a time, and you have to fully push it out in order to do it, like I'll show. Like that is it pushed fully in, and it pushes the treasure all the way out. So then you're pushing it in to shoot it, and it doesn't, you have to really push it as well to shoot it well. And it'll shoot decently well, but I don't like the feature. It's what it comes down to. I just don't think it looks or is necessary whatsoever to the set. The LEGO Black Panther King Namor's Throne Room is an overall okay playset as well. It feels like they wanted to throw some extra things in that I don't think was necessarily necessary. I think they definitely could have gotten rid of the submarine and made the throne bigger, and then not had, or at least improved upon, the disc shooting mechanism of the set, and I just think it would have worked as a set a lot better. In a way, you know, this set comes with the same piece count as the Shuri Sunbird, but that set does have a lot bigger pieces. But if you do get some pretty desirable pieces, as well as more extra pieces I found in this set than you did in the other set. So you have to keep that in mind as well. Like, you get the nice little diamond pieces, some nice gold extra pieces, other studs and whatnot that are sometimes harder to get, including the, you know, sort of gold colored discs, which is definitely nice to get in a set like this as extras essentially. But unfortunately, I just think the set is the throne itself is just too small, and I think them making this sort of submarine as it stands right now wasn't necessary. I think if they had the submarine pieces you know, repurposed and included into the throne room, even if it made the set a bit more expensive by including bigger pieces essentially, to really get the scale of the throne correct, because I don't think this one necessarily does the best at getting the throne looking as good as it does so far that we've seen in trailers. But overall, I still think this set's okay, and it does have some desirable minifigures, so if you wanted to pick it up at a discounted rate, or when there's LEGO Double VIP points essentially, I definitely think that's your best bet in terms of getting actual value in this set. With that being said, that's all my opinion. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below on King Namor's throne room. Am I out to lunch on the set? Do you guys think the set has more to offer than what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a discussion. Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.